Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Mess with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in. At 2:50 p.m. on March 21st, 2022, Officer Greg Ramirez in Albuquerque received an emergency alert. Suspect Josh Hall had hijacked a prisoner transport vehicle from a McKinley County deputy at the Route 66 casino.
I'm going to take over as Con, and another state police officer is in front of me, I'm not sure who it is.
Hall drove recklessly, swerving through traffic and nearly running off the road. Attempts to deploy spike strips on Canonito School Road were redirected due to the suspect's high speed and difficult terrain. The chase continued westbound onto Interstate 40, reaching speeds up to 105 miles per hour. New Mexico State Police Officer Joe Najara took the lead near exit 131. As Hall weaved dangerously between lanes and dodged spike strips, the risk to civilian traffic grew increasingly serious.
I'm just went off the dirt road.
The pursuit continued until the suspect reached New Mexico Highway 124, where a precise pit maneuver brought the vehicle to a stop.
Get out!
Josh Hall and the two inmates were taken into custody without further incident. The successful resolution of the chase highlighted not only the tactical skill and bravery of responding officers, but also the seamless coordination between multiple law enforcement agencies working together to protect the public. On August 3rd, 2025, Florida Highway Patrol troopers and Liberty County deputies pursued a silver Ford F-150 on State Road 20 after a child abduction bolo from Macon County, Georgia.
60 miles an hour.
Trooper Myers joined the response around 4:44 p.m. as the truck fled through rural roads at high speed, at times driving into the opposite lane. Because a kidnapped infant was believed to be in the back seat, officers avoided aggressive tactics and attempted boxing maneuvers and low-speed PITs. The suspect repeatedly drove recklessly, evaded stop sticks, and tried to escape through Selman Street, Jackson Street, and Flat Creek Road.
I was trying to get him up here at the intersection.
Near Little Sycamore Church Road, a low-speed pit maneuver successfully stopped the truck. The suspect, Martez Rashad Edwards, rammed a patrol vehicle and briefly held an AR-15 rifle before fleeing into nearby woods. Deputies chased him on foot, tased, and restrained him at 5:08 p.m. The abducted infant was safely recovered and unharmed, and Edwards was arrested facing multiple felony charges, including kidnapping, assault on officers, fleeing police, and firearm offenses.
Portland.
On February 28, 2025, at 12:39 p.m., Atlanta police responded to a vehicle break-in at 96 Lakeview Drive Northeast, where suspects reportedly pointed firearms at a victim. A citywide BOLO was quickly issued.
We're still rolling. We'll be in pursuit 20 eastbound. 50-1, I copy. What does traffic look like? Traffic medium, speeds right now 71, 16 setting up for a pit. Alright, still good, still 20 eastbound, speeds are over 90. Medium traffic. Pit. Pit.
At 2:42 p.m., ACE unit officers located the suspect vehicle on I-20 eastbound. The suspects refused to stop, prompting a pursuit that ended after 2 PIT maneuvers. Several firearms were thrown from the vehicle and later recovered, including one reported stolen.
They're throwing guns out. Box them up, Jazz.
GSP got the dog.
5 suspects were detained. Driver Elijah Boyd was charged with fleeing and eluding, while others faced firearm and warrant-related charges.
Grab that gun on the left side.
You got business with you as well to help out?
I can't see anybody else.
We got a team effort. We got Fulton County engines.
CFS comments added. CFS received.
KAU 97.1.
On December 24th, 2025, at about 4:11 a.m., Corporal Benny Barra spotted a red Honda Pilot swerving near John Barrow and I-630 and attempted a traffic stop on the suspected intoxicated driver.
Get out of the road. Get out of the road. Get out of the road. Move.
The SUV briefly stopped on the ramp, but then slowly merged onto I-630 East, accelerating from 15 to 20 miles per hour to about 35 to 45 miles per hour, showing no intention of pulling over.
Take this exit. We're not going very fast, we're continuing on the roadway. Passing Mississippi right now on the curve.
CFS comments added. CFS comments added.
Wait for this car to get out of the way.
Near the university exit, Ibarra performed a TVI maneuver, causing the vehicle to spin and strike the right concrete barrier before stopping on the shoulder.
CFS comments added.
TVI.
At 414.
CFS comments added.
Let me see your hands. Show me your hands.
The driver, Maria Mejia, was not wearing a seatbelt and could not exit from the driver's side because the SUV was wedged against the wall. When she refused to move, officers forcibly removed her from the vehicle.
Show me your hands. Let's go.
You tell me, baby.
A strong odor of alcohol was detected, and open bottles of Corona and Michelob Ultra were found on the passenger seat. Mejia admitted drinking earlier but refused a breath test. She was taken to Baptist Hospital, where she later admitted she hadn't felt the crash because she was intoxicated and regretted not stopping. After medical clearance, she was transported to the Pulaski County Detention Center and charged.
Yeah, okay.
Sit up. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
I know you're drunk. I know you're very drunk. I'm not over 15.
¿Qué pasó?
What female?
Lo siento, amigo. Amigo, ayúdame.
On April 25th, 2021, in Atlanta, Georgia, GSB troopers Andis Miles and Hun were on the lookout for a stolen landscaping truck barreling toward the Atlanta metro area. They spotted the vehicle on I-75 South and attempted to pull it over. Unsurprisingly, the driver had no intention of stopping.
Stopping now. Ain't stopping yet. Going right now. There's that around that point. Left hand back, right foot plate.
See if I can get him to go. I'm gonna see if I can get him to go.
Stand by, look at the vehicle.
The chase came to a dramatic end when the driver, Terrell Williamson, lost control and rolled the truck. Troopers quickly surrounded the vehicle and pulled him out through the shattered front windshield. Williamson was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and after being medically cleared, he was booked into Fulton County Jail without further incident. As for why he stole the truck, and that remains a mystery. Perhaps he was a rival landscaper with some questionable business tactics. Fayette County, Georgia, March 11th, 2024. A morning carjacking set the stage for a tense encounter. Deputies spotted the stolen silver Honda Civic at Highway 85 South and Stonewall Avenue, with investigator Fisher calling it in as units moved to set up a felony stop.
Behind that hood.
Right on It's going right.
But the driver bolted. A short pursuit erupted, led by Sergeant Aiken as the Civic tore through the roadway, striking signs, clipping mailboxes, and colliding with another car.
Passing Hopeton Terrace. Someone stay at the entrance. Who's going to try to come back around. $10.50 at the end of the street. It's going through a yard. Coming back out. $10.50.
Then, suddenly it stopped. The driver jumped out, armed. For a split second, tension peaked. Surrounded, he hesitated, then surrendered. He was taken into custody without further violence. Charges followed: receiving stolen property, fleeing, firearm possession during a felony, and possession of a firearm by a minor. Then came the shock. The suspect was just 14 years old, already facing additional charges in DeKalb County, ending a chaotic pursuit that could have turned far worse. Arkansas police have just stopped a white pickup truck that was speeding wildly down Interstate 30, traveling at a terrifying 105 miles per hour. The suspect recklessly weaved through heavy traffic, creating extreme danger to the public in an attempt to escape.
K5 at returns line 2016 Toyota Coupe Flying. What's your mile marker?
Determined to stop the suspect, police executed a decisive ramming maneuver, causing the vehicle to lose control and roll over the median. The devastating impact ejected the driver from the cabin, ending the dramatic and dangerous escape.
No.
The suspect was quickly transported to the hospital with serious injuries. The incident ended successfully, ensuring public safety and demonstrating the decisiveness of law enforcement on the highways.
Hey, buddy, can you hear me? Hey. Hey.
On October 3rd, 2023, Team A responded to multiple 911 calls reporting a man dangerously operating a four-wheeler ATV on eastbound Interstate 30. Officers quickly located the vehicle near Bishop Lindsay, where the suspect, later identified as Curtis Jackson, refused to stop and fled at high speed. Jackson swerved onto the I-40 ramp, reaching over 60 miles per hour and weaving recklessly through traffic, endangering other drivers. Officer Little joined the pursuit, attempting to block the ATV.
Black male wearing black jacket, blue shirt.
Around here to 76.
His back tire just came off.
As the chase neared a residential area, the ATV lost a rear wheel, but Jackson continued fleeing despite the damage, kicking up dust and maintaining high speed. At the 3-mile mark, an officer executed a tactical maneuver, forcing the ATV to stop. Jackson was subdued with the help of Officers Little and Smith.
67 north, approach mile, please.
67 north, approaching mile.
Speed 60.
Go ahead, get right here.
He smelled of alcohol, had bloodshot eyes, and registered a 0.13 BAC. He falsely identified himself as James Jackson, but fingerprints revealed his real identity as Curtis Jackson, born May 29, 1963. The Polaris 700 ATV was towed, and Jackson was taken to Pulaski County Jail. He now faces charges including felony fleeing, DUI, speeding, driving with a suspended license, and multiple other offenses.
Don't fall off the bridge!
Put it down!
Manhattan, New York, April 11th, 2026, just before 9:40 a.m. On the mezzanine level above subway lines 4, 5, 6, and 7, detectives Ryan Giuffre and Anthony Mineta were alerted by a breathless citizen. A man on the train was brandishing a machete.
Put it down!
412 Central, 412 Central.
They acted swiftly. Near the stairs, a wounded victim appeared, then the suspect, Anthony Griffin, 44, climbing up with a machete in his right hand. Commands rang out repeatedly. Griffin ignored them, turned, and went down the platform.
Northbound, the platform, the 7th train platform. Male with a knife, male with a knife. Get down! Get down!
The detectives followed, closing the distance, repeating the commands. Griffin yelled, pacing erratically, advancing, retreating, his weapon still raised.
No! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down, please! Sir! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down!
Then things changed. He advanced, the blade raised, pointed at Giuffre. In that split second, Giuffre fired 2 shots. Griffin fell. He was apprehended and taken to NYC Health Plus Hospital/Bellevue, where he was pronounced dead. The aftermath of the incident highlighted the level of violence that led to the encounter. Griffin used a knife to stab 3 civilians, leaving them critically injured.
64 Adam, we're full.
Humboldt Park, March 9th, 2026. Hours after a shooting on Eisenhower involving a white Mercedes linked to Derek Jordan, 42, Chicago police located the vehicle near North Homan Avenue and attempted to stop it for questioning.
He's going to be going westbound on Chicago from home.
Westbound Chicago from home in 10-4.
Jordan refused to surrender, leading to a short but chaotic chase through Humboldt Park.
Northbound on Terminal.
Police said the Mercedes struck a pedestrian before becoming stuck in a narrow alley next to a CTA bus and other vehicles. Officers surrounded the vehicle and ordered Jordan to surrender, but investigators said he continued to ram the bus and an unmarked police car while attempting to escape. Nearby witnesses could be heard pleading with officers not to fire. Minutes later, an officer fired multiple shots through the passenger side window, striking Jordan several times.
Watch out, watch out, buddy! Watch out! Hey, bring the window! Please! Watch out! Please! Handle, man! Please! Bring the window! He's wanted for murder! Hey, watch! Hey, give me a cover! Give me a... I got his hands, it's okay! All right, I got the cover! Watch out!
Alright, who's right over there?
Give me a cover! Give me a cover! Shut the fuck up! Give me a cover! Go ahead! Don't kill him, man! Hold on! Hey, come on, man! What's up, yeah, bro? Give me murder, bro! Shut up! Hey, glove up! Hey! Glove up!
You're going away?
Hey, clear the space! Watch out! Watch out! I got one gun on it!
A gun was later found inside the Mercedes, although authorities have not yet said whether it was pointed at anyone or whether a shot was fired. Jordan was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital where he died. The shooting is still under investigation by the Civil Police Accountability Office. June 20th, 2023. What began as a drug task force pursuit quickly turned into a dangerous chase. Officer Grant led the way on Highway 63 as a silver Chevrolet Impala sped northbound at a dangerous rate. In the ensuing chaos, a rear seat passenger threw a black bag out the window, later discovered to contain several stolen firearms.
31 worse than it will stop again.
First collision occurred, but the Impala was undamaged. Seconds later, a second collision sent the passenger inside, flying through the door and onto the road. The vehicle hurled off the road and into the woods. The doors were ripped open. The suspects scattered into the woods.
Last one rolled out. They're running. Come here, get on the fucking ground! Get on the ground!
Officer Grant pursued them on foot, apprehending Quentin Lowe before chasing two others. They ran into a field, then into a red barn. One suspect, Dason Cobb, was found near a fence. The other person, Dante Lowe, was found inside and arrested.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Back at the scene, everyone was secured and examined by medical personnel. The driver, Ladarian Pugh, was subsequently arrested by Pine Bluff police. Multiple charges were brought, including fleeing the scene, violating weapons laws, and theft, ending a frantic chase through the woods. On April 29, 2025, around 9:54 p.m., Corporal Dustin Arnold attempted to stop a black SUV on I-30 eastbound for improperly displayed paper tags. The driver refused to comply, accelerating away and initiating a high-speed pursuit.
Pass on.
The suspect used the shoulder to pass traffic, exited onto US Highway 67, and continued driving recklessly before merging back onto I-30. Near mile marker 125, the SUV struck a patrol unit during an intervention attempt, disabling both vehicles.
In a 33, roll over 1016, 1016.
The driver fled on foot but was quickly apprehended after resisting arrest. A stolen revolver was recovered from the SUV, and Milton Ellis Jr. was jailed on multiple felony charges.
He took off in the wood line. Hey, blackmail. Yeah. Hey, right here. Hey!
On August 26, 2024, deputies with the SJSO located a vehicle reported stolen out of state, parked at a business near SR 207 and I-95, and attempted to make contact with its occupants. As deputies approached, the driver suddenly fled the parking lot in a reckless manner, prompting a coordinated response. The Florida Highway Patrol quickly took the lead in the pursuit, assisted by the SJSO task force and air unit as the suspect continued to drive dangerously in an attempt to evade capture.
Driver is now just backed up in. Continuing on the highway northbound. Come back into our county, you can pick it back up.
With public safety at risk, troopers executed a well-timed pit maneuver, successfully disabling the vehicle and bringing the pursuit to an end. Both occupants were taken into custody without further incident. The driver, identified as 45-year-old Samuel Rhodes, was found to have active warrants out of New Jersey and Connecticut related to fleeing law enforcement.
They got him pitted. They got him surrounded.
We're working on getting him out. He was good.
He now faces multiple charges locally, including fleeing and attempting to elude, grand theft auto, theft of a motor vehicle, theft of a tag, and reckless driving. The passenger was not charged in connection with the incident.
Too secure.
AC, you're hogging all the AC from me.
Thank you. I love her.
Let me see here.
Loves my life.
Now tell me that don't feel better right there. No kissing and none of that crap. Just sit here normal, dude, please.
I'm being extradited. Are you?
I'm not sure yet.
Early on the morning of September 4th, 2022, Officer West was parked along an interstate near Parkin, Arkansas, when he spotted a white Buick racing through heavy fog at 115 miles per hour.
We'll go back further.
The driver repeatedly swerved between large trucks, creating an extreme hazard while attempting to flee. Maintaining close pursuit, the officer executed a decisive pit maneuver that sent the vehicle crashing into the median. The heavily damaged Buick came to an immediate stop amid swirling dust and smoke.
Get up! Get up! Get on the ground! On the ground!
The suspect was quickly taken into custody at the scene. What began as a simple speeding violation escalated into a serious criminal offense, highlighting the officer's decisive and professional response.
Now we'll be in second. Stand by. Put your hands behind your back.
4335 and 19 over there.
May 2nd, 2026, Joyner, Arkansas. On Highway 118, Arkansas State Police Officer Teddy Henderson spotted a red Dodge Charger speeding over 80 miles per hour. Instead of slowing down, the driver, Thalia Jones, accelerated and sped toward the Joyner city limits, initiating a dangerous chase. With lights and sirens behind her, Jones continued fleeing as troopers gave repeated chances to surrender. When she refused, officers moved in for a TVI. Investigators say Jones swerved into the opposing lane trying to block the maneuver, but troopers committed. The Charger shot off the roadway, smashed through a sign and mailbox, then rolled violently across a field before stopping upside down.
Get out of the car with your hands up. Put your hands up. Got a female coming out of the back seat on the driver's side. Hands up.
Then came the moment that changed everything. From the overturned Charger, a 3-year-old child climbed out alone and walked toward troopers. The child was identified as Jones's biological son. EMS crews evaluated both before they were medically cleared.
Sit right here, baby. Sit right here. Is it just you? Why did you run from me with a baby in the car? I don't care where you're going.
Jones was transported to the Mississippi County Jail on charges including fleeing by vehicle, reckless driving, child endangerment, speeding, and driving on a suspended license. What began as a speeding stop ended in twisted metal, an overturned Charger, and a child emerging from the wreckage after a pursuit that could have ended far worse.
What's your name?
A chase ensued on the highway as the black Nissan Maxima sped recklessly at a terrifying 96 miles per hour. The suspect repeatedly weaved wildly through heavy traffic, creating extreme danger to the public in an attempt to escape.
281, which bound set of black Nissan Altima, take off. TBI.
Determined to stop the suspect, Officer James Bird executed a decisive petit maneuver, causing the car to lose control and crash into the median. The heavily damaged vehicle, emitting thick smoke, forced the stubborn suspect to stop, ending his daring escape.
283. Let me see your fucking hands. Okay, don't get out yet. Don't get out.
Police immediately moved in and decisively subdued the suspect at the scene despite resistance. The successful arrest ensured the absolute safety of the public and demonstrated the courage and professionalism of the authorities.
Drag your ass out. Get out.
You're gonna have to drag me out.
That's
I don't
fine.
have nothing, officer.
Get out.
All right, hold on.
Roll over. I ain't playing around with you. You can play that shit over in Tennessee, but you're not playing it here.
Sideswiped the car, Mayfield. He just sideswiped
Paducah.
the car.
After a high-speed pursuit on Wednesday ended along Paducah's Southside Beltline, the McCracken County Sheriff addressed how drivers should respond when encountering a police chase. The suspect now faces more than 50 charges.
Going off-road again towards the church at the 7.
Off-road at the 7.
Just went through a fence in the parking lot of the big church.
10-4 through the fence at the church.
He's going towards Pecan,
Going towards Pecan.
Going towards WKCTC.
Sheriff Ryan Norman said the driver fled from both a Paducah police officer and a sheriff's deputy during an attempted traffic stop. Neither agency initiated a pursuit at that time.
10-4, just use your Irish stop procedures. McCracken's advising you if we terminate, they will terminate as well. He is ran into the vehicle on the Beltline overpass. 10-4, copy. Instructor on the main Beltline line. So we're stopped. Looks like we're stopped.
Later, a Kentucky State Police trooper pursued the vehicle with assistance from the sheriff's office. The chase ended near Irvin Cobb Drive and Brown Street, where the suspect, Marion Dalton Barnes, was identified.
On your knees, now!
I got cuffs.
On your knees!
On your knees!
Hands on your head!
I got
on the stomach!
I got it. Here you go. Is anybody else in the truck? Is anybody else in the truck?